take a load off and grab a seat. Pull up a chair, prop up the feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah. It's podcast time.
The riddle of life.
The riddle me this. What's your favorite Batman series?
Man, Michael Keaton.
So that Batman Forever, Michael Keaton, like Tim Burton.
That was the one
Batman.
that was like pretty over the top.
Nah, it was too cartoonish for me,
Tim
too
Burton.
comic bookish for me.
I don't like Tim Burton.
I
don't
like Jack
any-
Nicholson's Joker though in those movies.
I don't like anything Tim Burton's ever done.
Really?
Edward Scissorhands. I like that.
What about Nightmare Before Christmas?
I hate that
I don't
movie.
think I've ever seen it.
Hate it.
Kids love it.
Do they? Your
Oh,
kids love it?
Yeah. Yeah, Tim Burton, he's a big deal in this house.
Is he?
And I was gonna bite my tongue, but I decided
You
I
already
can't.
set him off.
Yeah,
Just got started. Already
it's
set him
pretty
off.
early in the podcast.
So it's not
Yeah,
fine.
that is not fine by me.
And we're rolling. This is a big time show, so we got to get it going.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Cold
what else.
start.
I don't know what else Tim's done.
He done that crazy movie with Johnny Depp as like the Lone Ranger, like years ago. It was like a weird kind of like
I know he did
avant-garde.
Coraline.
Yeah, my little girl does love that movie.
I remember I was in high school when that movie came out, and I don't know why. Well, I mean, I guess we came to Bowling Green to watch a movie. We bought tickets to something.
Yeah.
And we went into Coraline, watched about 5 minutes, and then we went into Deep Blue Sea.
Oh, Deep Blue Sea, dude. Deep Blue
What
Sea.
about Beetlejuice? You like Beetlejuice?
Yeah, I like Beetlejuice, all right.
That's Tim Burton. Yeah.
yeah.
What about Dark Shadows, where Johnny Depp was a vampire?
I've never seen that.
I'm not sure
was
about that
pretty
one.
good. I like that one.
Of course, Johnny Depp was in it. Who else would be in
Yeah,
it?
of course.
Yeah, he
And
plays-
Sweeney Todd was a pretty daggone
Yeah.
good one. Ooh, I didn't know he did
I actually
Big
saw
Fish.
Sweeney Todd in theaters.
Christy
I didn't
loves
like it.
Tim Burton, dude. It's not
Well, I would
my thing
expect
either.
you to defend your woman a little bit better
I
than you
didn't
did
say
earlier.
anything. I didn't say nothing. I said back like Switzerland. I'm neutral. I don't care the way. I like Christopher Nolan Batman,
Yeah.
The Dark Knight. That's my favorite Batman.
I was gonna say I think that's got to be the best one. I mean, but if we have to go back to the classics, going
Way back.
Adam West was a damn...
Adam
Man,
West.
they said he would go to Hollywood parties, him and whoever the actor was that played Robin.
I don't
and
think
they
I
would
know
go in
Adam.
character.
Adam West.
Yeah, and one
To pull
time
him
an
up.
orgy broke out,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't break character, and they got kicked out of the orgy because they were acting like they were
That's
Batman
fantastic.
and Robin. Yeah.
No, Adam West is in Family Guy. Even he's
okay.
the mayor.
Mayor Adam West.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just plays himself.
I probably know if I see his face, but I just.
Yeah.
Which Batman did he play?
It's the
1960s.
series one where
Oh.
it's Biff, Bam, Boom.
The show,
Pack
yeah,
a
that
pow.
one. Yeah, okay, I
Yeah.
remember that.
And he's got anti-shark
Yeah,
spray
shark
on his-
repellent.
on his
Yeah.
belt and shit. He gets bit
Yeah.
by, he's hanging from a helicopter, shark bites him, and he's like, "Quick, Robin, the anti-shark repellent."
Yeah, man. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that,
Boom, bam, whack, slam.
those
yeah.
were good.
Yeah.
I like those a lot. He's really fun. I mean, now you're probably going to notice him if you watch Family Guy now.
I definitely will. We watch it
because
from time
it's
to time.
hilarious. I mean, he plays himself to the T. I
That's
mean,
so
it's so funny.
So he's a character.
Yeah,
He's a character.
Yeah.
Is he still with us? Is he still alive?
yeah.
Is he?
As far as I know,
He's probably in his 70s.
Yeah.
he probably. I think he might be. I mean, look
If
it
he's
up.
making Batman movies in the show in the '60s, he's pretty
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about Adam West.
Yeah,
yeah.
For some reason, I looked at my phone and Tim Burton was still on.
No,
I thought we went back to Tim
He's
Burton.
probably just 50s,
Oh,
60s.
he might be dead.
Adam West,
might be dead.
he might
I don't think he's dead though.
be. Yeah,
I don't know.
he might be hanging out with the Pope.
Pull it up, Red Band.
Yeah, pull it up,
Oh
Jamie.
man, they released like their first episode. I listened to today.
What?
Red Band and Joe Rogan's first episode they ever did.
Oh.
I listened to it.
Oh, really?
How was
It came
it?
out like on JRE.
Huh?
Yeah, it was good. It was
I didn't
just
see it.
they were figuring out the audio equipment. They were chatting with people on like Twitter and stuff. Like they were streaming live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I've watched a few of his really old ones while like he's sitting behind a desk, Red Band's there, and like Segura and Bert is there with them or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that one. They're like in office chairs, just sitting talking. Yeah,
like computer chairs, like rolly chairs. What I call
old back in the day.
yeah.
One, maybe two cameras.
And I was just saying, I don't think there was
Just
I think
one
it was
wide shot.
Yeah, I think it was one wide shot like we do.
Yeah,
We're gonna do a shop episode sometime.
shop episode.
Yeah, go back to our roots.
We're also I sent Nick a message last night about doing a little cooking show from time to time called Dine by Me, where
Oh,
we just get in the kitchen and just cook and talk.
that's not a bad
We can
idea.
move the table over.
Yeah.
It can be like our counter.
Be like our own little something's burning or something, you know. I think that'd be a good time. Just cook, you know.
Shane's buddies just started a new one.
That's what gave me the
called
inspiration last
Look
night.
a Dish.
Yeah, I watched Matt McCusker's episode last night. I was like, you know what? We could definitely do this because Nick and I, before we started this podcast, when I used to work at the park, we had talked about renting the kitchen out there. They
have a nice steel
industrial kind of kitchen and
but
record.
it's echoey.
Do
like
sound would have been a nightmare in there,
Yeah.
but that kind of went on the back burner. Then of course we started this, and I thought it'd just be fun to
Started this bullshit.
No, I say I say that with a heavy heart. But I think it'd be fun every once in a while. We could do like just easy stuff like dude recipes,
mac and cheese.
just like loaded
Hot
mac
dogs.
and cheese. Hot dogs? No, we do a little more than that. Maybe
watch,
like
watch us boil some hot dogs.
chicken bacon ranch sandwiches. Do some like chicken parm sandwiches. I can do chicken parm.
Meatballs.
Meatballs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Watch me and Josh relapse over some hot dogs.
Man. They're fighting.
Yeah.
I'm not.
What do y'all think about that? You think y'all want to watch that?
I'm
Let us
sure
know.
they probably would.
It's
I'm
already.
not a good cook. So,
I am a good
damn.
cook. I am a good cook. You can just eat. You can hang out and eat. You know.
yeah,
what
I
You can
mean,
just hang out.
like I can cook burgers and like the grill. Okay, I'm good at grilling.
Hey, I've got some
Yeah.
exciting news.
What's that?
Oh, wow.
I'm not allergic. I'm not allergic to shellfish anymore.
Oh, really?
Okay,
Yeah.
so that means you can eat crab
Yeah.
and get crabs.
Lobster.
Well,
probably
I'm
already
on
had
crab
those.
medication right now.
Really?
Actually, I started taking some
Oh,
Lyme.
Lyme disease.
I started taking some Lyme disease medicine.
That's not crab
today.
medication.
No, it's an STD medication for the clap.
Oh, what's it
But
called?
it also treats Lyme
Antibiotic?
disease. I don't. Sulforkantide.
I don't know, whatever.
Decorfantide.
Is clap chlamydia?
Yeah, chlamydia. Yeah.
I saw a thing today about Lexington and Louisville, like
Cat scratch fever.
like their rates of like STDs. Man, I think it was Lexington that was like they had like 4,000 cases of
Because the
chlamydia.
UK, you think?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They had like 4,000
Sorority.
cases of chlamydia, but Louisville was the other side, and I can't remember what it was. It wasn't herpes.
God.
It was. It was something else.
That's not a good one.
But it was funny because like one of them, one city was really high on one thing but low on the other, and Louisville was like really high on the other thing and low on the other. I was like, you could tell like these are two different cities.
That's
like
crazy.
Genital warts.
it may have been.
So
it may have been.
I
that.
redid my father-in-law's driveway today, and
Looks good.
Her brother Jacob's in from Denver. We had a big seafood boil for
Yeah.
lunch, and I ate crab legs, I ate shrimp, I ate scallops.
You just risked it. You didn't. This wasn't a doctor
I
test.
ate one crab leg and then waited like 10 minutes, and my tongue will start itching.
Yeah.
Within 5
Your
minutes.
throat swell and shit.
No, but this is the third time I ate shellfish in the last like 8 months. And nothing. So I'm broke, baby. I'm broke free from my chains. Release these chains.
That's
from
good to
me.
hear, man. That's good to hear, man. I've been trying to send you good vibes.
Yeah, well, I got them.
Good.
Got them in my loins.
Missing
I like
out.
how you just risked an allergy that you know you had. Didn't even like, oh, you know what? I'm going to eat. I don't want to not eat this today.
How long had it been since you'd had
It
like
looked
the
like a
last
pussy.
shellfish?
The last time I had any crab or lobster was probably 2012.
Oh, okay.
Now, every 6 months, I'll try a shrimp. And the last, 4 times, I haven't gotten... It's only just, itchy tongue, scratchy, itchy, red blotches, not really hives or
Sounds pretty
anything.
rough.
My eyes got swollen at Red Lobster the last time I had lobster. they were almost closed.
That may
I
have been
almost couldn't
something
drive
else at
on.
Red Lobster.
It may have been.
Maybe. But yeah,
carry-
I'm broke free of these chains.
Carry Benadryl with you everywhere you go.
That's good.
Well, that's good to hear, man. That's
So
good to hear.
what was this boil like? Was this like a Cajun situation or?
Y'all do Old Bays?
Yeah, I mean, our family, I guess, just always used to do it. And since Jacob was in town, her dad was like, we're going to have a good old
Crawfish bowl.
bowl.
Crawfish
So her
bowl.
brother's name is Jacob too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of Jacobs around here.
Little Jakes.
Does he work for Walmart?
He is not a manager at Walmart.
Okay.
No.
He installs golf simulators.
Does he do racing car simulators too?
I don't think, no. Just
He does
golf.
just golf.
Yeah.
Big golf guy.
Yeah.
Golf guy.
But there are companies that are opening up across the country, like clubs that you go do tournaments on these golf simulators.
Yeah, there's a
you have a
whole-
membership.
Hey,
There's a league that
one
professional
just-
golfers play in.
like a Top Golf knockoff just opened in Scottsville
Oh, that's
here
cool.
recently.
Scottsville
Like it's
doing big
basically the
things.
same. I mean, it's driving range, and they have a game set up for it and whatnot.
Really?
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know what it's
girl.
called. I don't know where it's at. My parents told me about this.
You could probably Google it. Scottsville. It's not a lot there. Golf situation in Scottsville. Pop
Oh
up.
man, we were going through her yearbook today
Yeah.
at her dad's house.
Oh boy.
And there's a section in the yearbook. It was match the tattoos to the person. It was whose tattoos.
That's pretty cool. A little
That's
bit.
pretty fucking.
They
rad.
don't. They wouldn't do that now.
Yeah.
Whose
Which one of these
tattoos
tattoos
in
has-
high school?
In high school, yeah. Match the tattoos to the student. Yeah.
Which one of these tattoos have you covered with cum?
Jesus.
Stuck in fucking with this guy.
Golly. He's always going to take it there, ain't
Yeah,
he?
man.
Golly.
Well, you know, just a target.
It's always about cum with you.
It's a target. It's a target, man.
I don't need a target.
Do you know that girls are getting cold, like freeze, like dry ice tattoos now?
What? Dry,
Like dry ice tattoos.
What is
like
a dry
a
ice?
brand.
Here?
It's like a brand, but with dry ice.
Oh, it doesn't burn like it doesn't.
It doesn't
hurt.
burn like fire, but it still leaves a scar.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
So,
I ain't seen this.
That's the thing
They're
now.
putting like
Just
metal
said,
brands into a bucket of.
yeah, dry ice.
Dry
Or
ice,
liquid
and then
nitrogen
bring it out.
and bring it out and sticking it to their skin. So that's where I was going with the future.
What does it look like?
Cum shot target. I don't know.
You know
Like
what it
a
looks
just like raised skin, like a burn.
I know, but like what kind of
They can get whatever they want. They can be
Logo.
like the Yellowstone logo if they want.
they can get whatever they want, because if you're talking about a brand, you've got to make a whole stamp
Well, yeah, they have
situation
it
for
made.
that.
I don't know. I guess they go to a place. They go to a cattle ranch
All right,
and
you
say,
brought
"Hey,
this
man."
up. You need to really
with
know more
CNC
about it.
machines.
I
and
didn't look into it that
modern
much.
technology.
Yeah, they can
the
make
sky's
whatever.
the
They,
limit.
they probably got a buddy that works for some kind of welding school or something that makes one
I
up for
don't
them.
believe this.
You never know.
They've got friends in welding school. that
Yeah,
are making all
dude.
these
Weld
for
school
them.
Fake.
making these.
Yeah.
This is fake
Now,
news.
obviously, they've all got friends in welding school. And they're
Everybody
helping these
goes
at school.
to NAACP. No, wait, no, that's not it.
National Auto Diesel College.
yeah.
NADC.
NADC. Yeah.
NAACP, NHRA, National High Rise Association.
You talking about NWA?
Oh my God.
It's an acronym of something. Of
Some kind of
sort.
acronym.
Some kind of acronym.
I've never been good with acronyms.
Some kind of acronym.
I'll switch up. I was.
I'll just talk about something else.
Yeah, that's it. I want to.
So I went and got this vape actually a couple days ago, and as I was checking out, there was a new guy there. He didn't have any clue who I was, and he just kind of caught me off guard. He said, "Are you 420 friendly?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't care if people smoke weed or not. I don't." Doesn't
He's like
matter.
Hitler's birthday. Like, hell yeah, dude! I'm up for that.
I was like, I don't really
Hell yeah,
care.
dude.
And then he just handed me a joint.
That's sick, dude. Hitler's birthday.
Dang.
You said yeah.
And
As an employee.
yeah, there was a guy that worked there, and after I had it, I was like, I'm not going to use this, so I brought it up here for you guys.
Is that what is it? Pineapple Express? Is some kind of crazy?
I don't know what it was. It was a sativa.
No.
I remember I saw that on the
Laced with
package.
something, Josh.
It's got
No, it
This guy
came.
tried to roofie
fentanyl.
West.
No, it
is.
came
guy
out
tried to
of.
roofie
It came
West.
out of like a pack, like a thing, Bob. I don't know. Came out of a package. Y'all can have it or not. I don't care. I'm not going to use it.
it. If you don't use it, you lose it.
That's a tobacco cigarette.
Yeah, it's a backer sig. I mean, I'm assuming that it's the
Kid show.
Delta 9 whatever stuff or Delta whatever.
Delta 8, yeah, some kind of synthetic tweed.
They got these Delta 9 beverages now.
Ah.
I mean, and they're
Oh yeah,
Seth Rogen's got some
Delicious.
called Houseplant.
man, they're so good.
yeah. There was whenever
had
I do
one.
like my sober months or whatever, I went to a show. I don't remember what the place was in Murfreesboro, but they had like some I guess weed Delta 8 or whatever cans. I had one of them. They didn't really do anything, to be honest, but it kind of
They give you like a
chilled me
head
out.
high or like a body feeling.
You can get from 5 milligram up to 100 milligrams.
Because like edibles have never worked on me. Like I don't like metabolize them. Like
Yeah.
so, like
I only drank one. Of course, I'm a big
I don't know
guy.
how liquid would do. It might
So-
be. I probably get hooked on them like I did beer. Like hey man, I'm gonna drink 9 of these.
Golly.
I don't think you're
9
gonna
of
ruin your
these.
life on
9 of these Houseplant Seth Rogen 3 milligram
If I know
drinks.
you're gonna say after 2 days you're gonna be like, I think I'm done for a little while.
These dude. I've slept 19 hours.
It's funny. Like I've never.
I'm sorry. It sends you to the bathroom once, and you're like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I'm not. Doing it, dude. I'm not.
Like I said, I've never. I mean, I think it's pretty documented that I've never been big on like smoking weed or using
Yeah.
it really at all.
You heard it
Weeds?
here, folks.
And I can remember.
Just say no.
Yeah, just say no. Dare.
Yeah, we're anti-drug podcast.
I told y'all I had a
Say no
retired
to drugs.
drug dog when I was a kid. We had a dog named
Was this
Say
to
No.
replace the,
His name was Say No.
The fatherly presence.
That's a pretty good
No,
name.
but he got shot in a drug bust, and they retired him.
Damn, dude.
They retired him, and we adopted him.
Jeez.
He just had like shotgun pellets in his back
Oh
leg.
man,
Oh,
But
man.
he was tight. He
I
was
bet, dude.
a chocolate lab. I love that
that
dog.
dude's seen some shit.
Say no.
Say no.
Well, I'll finish my story real quick then.
I'm interrupting like I said.
He's excited, dude. We've been. You should have got on the way out here. I don't think we caught a breath. We talked so much.
But whenever I was in college, I mean, it was like my first semester in college. I had maybe at this point in my life smoked weed like 4 or 5 times. And like the night before, we had ordered a hookah. Like we just liked sitting around using the hookah, which is just tobacco or whatever. But then this night, we all decided it would be really fun if we could pack the whole hookah bowl with weed.
Shoo.
That's what happened.
Billy Bong Thornton.
And it was big, and we all got messed
Ripped.
up. And my mom called me the next morning at probably 8 a.m. and she said, "Hey, I got you an interview at A.O. Smith.
Now.
You have to come do a drug test." And I was like, "Oh my God! Like I don't ever smoke weed."
I'm not
And
gonna
of
pass a
course,
drug test
this
for a
morning.
month.
And of course, this morning she calls me with this. So I drank 2 pots of coffee. Like all I did was Google like
Flush.
what to do.
Yeah.
So I drank 2 pots of coffee, and then I headed there because I don't think
Don't you have to drink like coffee and don't piss or something? Like the coffee has to be like in your kidneys or something.
Yeah, I was drinking coffee on the way to Scottsville. I was coming from Bowling Green going to Scottsville.
I've never had
And
that.
I got there
Take a drug
and
test.
obviously I don't remember the lady's name, but I'm sure she was friends with Mom or something. But I remember pissing on this thing, and then the lady looking at it, and she just said, "Yep, looks good to me," and she tossed it in the
Hell
trash
yeah, dude.
can.
She didn't give a time. That's something that you see it
There
from
was
space.
Yeah. There was what do you call those employment places that like
It's a temp agency.
Temp agency,
That's what I was
yeah.
going through. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Holland or something like that.
they
Yeah.
do not care.
No, they don't.
But those places are such bullshit. They pay you like $9.
They're
an
making
hour.
money off you.
And,
Yeah.
But the factory you're working at pays them like
$17.
Yeah, like $18
No,
an
it was
hour.
pretty good. I don't remember what the one in Scottsville at the time was called, but or whatever. But I mean, I was making like $16 an hour.
Shoot. Not
Factory
Frank.
work. The factory work was not for
Not
me.
It may not have been that high. It might have been $14.
Have you
an
worked in
hour.
a factory?
I worked at I guess it was Levada.
So I couldn't see you being in there
like
at all.
3 months. That's when your contract is up with the temp agency.
Oh, yeah.
And then they just bring in a whole new set of temps.
If you don't get full time.
Yeah. After 90 days, we either hire you or we send you on. And no one ever got hired for like 10 years.
I'd be pissed.
That's basically what was going to be. At the time, whenever I was working at A.O. Smith, they were like in the midst of like moving to Mexico. So like half the plant was already shut down anyways. So, and all I did was like put these big metal lamb packs into crates with a magnet. And I worked with this old lady named Beverly. And sometimes I would just come into work and she would say, honey, there ain't nothing for you to do tonight. And I would just go to the cafeteria and take a nap.
That's pretty sick. I worked in a factory one time in between my senior year of high school and first year of college. My mom worked at a factory in town that made speakers and amps for like Toyotas and Lexuses
Was
and
it
stuff.
Harman Kardon?
Yeah, Harman Becker or whatever it was.
Becker.
So she's like, I'm going to get you a job. Well, like the first day, they put me in the amp room. And I was printing off labels, dude, like stickers, and sticking them on like computer chipboards all day, staring at a wall. Like I couldn't even look at people, didn't talk to them about it or nothing. I fell asleep the second day, sitting at the desk. So I was like, I can't do this shit. I was like, I understand like active shooter situations, like you know what I'm saying. Like I wanted to burn this place to the ground.
The second day. All these people need to die.
Done. Yeah, dude, I was done. So
all
anyway,
these people need to die.
so
I was like,
anyway,
wow, whoa.
So
You're not happy, no
My
matter
mom's
how
like-
much you convince yourself you are, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you out of your misery.
I told my mom that night, I'm like, 'cause she worked there too. I was like, I hate this. I was like, I gotta do something else. I can't sit here in this seat all day. I was like, I want to do something like on the line or something.
Yeah.
She said, well, I'll get you in the warehouse back there with me, and you can just like do whatever. So they put me back there in another room by myself, building boxes all day by myself for 3 months every day, and we were working 10-hour days. So I would go in at 5 o'clock till 3:30. So it was getting up at 5 o'clock, 4:30 or whatever, and I would go in there, and they played like Sirius XM satellite radio over like the intercom or whatever, and it was on the same like 80s like dance like music channel. And I remember the song by Eddie Murphy, "Party All the Time." He has a song. And dude, I still have like a nightmares of that song playing because it would just be over. And dude, I would be like sitting like a zombie just putting these boxes together. Well, after 3 months, like my time run up, and like the supervisor of the warehouse come to me, and it was like a week before I was going to start at Bowling Green Tech, and I could have probably worked a full-time job too, of course.
Yeah.
He come to me, and I'll never forget. He's like, Josh, you've done really good. I think I missed like 2 days. Was it all summer? You know? He's like, you had good attendance. He's like, we'd like to offer you full time. And I was like, with all due respect, no thanks. And, dude, I left. It was my last day there. I left at 2 o'clock. Didn't tell nobody. Just went home. I went to sleep. And I was so tired just getting up every day.
Was it third shift?
And slept
First
and
shift.
slept like she hadn't
She
slept
even got me
5
in on
years.
first shift. I had it made. Like really, like looking back now.
Yeah.
I should have probably took it. Whatever. But
I was gonna say my mom was the third shift supervisor.
But
So
yeah,
that's I was on third shift with her. I never saw unless I walked around and didn't have anything to do. I would never see her pretty much because I was on the other side of the plant. But both of my parents worked at A.O. Smith for like 30 years apiece. Probably Dad probably way more, but yeah.
yeah, that place, man. But I was.
Did they pay him more than her, like they were supposed to?
Well, my dad was a maintenance man, so he was the like dude that fixed all of the like he'd been there for a long ass
They're
time.
doing man's work, making a man's wage.
Yep.
Well, I
man
mean, like,
stuff.
I mean, and this was back in the day. A.O. Smith, like, whenever he was like pretty fresh out of college, they sent him to school. Like, they paid him to learn how to do all of those things,
Like the meal work and all that stuff, tool and die and shit like that.
well, and how to fix all
Whatever
of it.
took
Yeah,
that job.
Yeah, I don't know what all he's certified.
He probably did PL,
got
like
back
all
then.
those like electronic systems for machines. And,
Yeah.
I had a job like that as well, where my brother called me one time, and I was hungover as hell. It was like 7:30 in the morning. He's like, "Hey, I got you a job at this horse farm. You got to be out there right now." And I was in Bowling Green, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Looking back now, I could have just said no. Like, I didn't even think of that as an option. I was like, "I gotta go get to this horse farm and shovel manure and
Worst job
urine
ever.
stained sawdust all
Oh
day."
God.
And just puked in the stalls, and yeah. All I had was tennis shoes, so my feet
God.
were soaked, saturated with horse urine. Yeah.
Once you do something like that, though, you really appreciate anything else you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
'Cause-
can do anything
Right.
you put me
Yeah.
to. Yeah, I don't care. I've been in the worst of the worst.
It sounds like it. That sounds awful.
I worked at a place when I was like 13 or 14 called Bluegrass Classics. It was like right down the road from my house, and they specialized in Camaro, Chevelle, Nova, like any kind of GM, like muscle car parts. So they would buy like old cars and like sell like a door or a window, like or a crank handle for like a window or anything like that. So the two guys that owned it would go to like swap meets to like sell like different parts and stuff, and that's how they made pretty much all their money. So at 13 years old, this is before like the internet and shit, so they would have me go into the office, open up like their building, and they had like a credit card machine, and anytime they sold something with a credit card in Columbus, Ohio or whatever, they would call me and read off the credit card number, and I would enter it into this credit card machine and the amount, and that's how they would pay for these parts at this, because they didn't have like a credit card machine or nothing. So some days I might go in and sit and have one phone call for 12 hours and just be sitting by the phone.
Dang.
Yeah, dude.
And you were 13?
13, 14 years
and
old.
they
I got
gave you
paid
this responsibility.
Yeah.
How much they pay you?
like $15 an hour.
Dang.
Cash. But I was working so much then because I would, like, after school, like, I wouldn't do my homework or nothing. I quit playing baseball, everything, because I was making that kind of money.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure.
You were making more than your dad. Probably.
I made good money. And I remember, like, and then, like, summertime come up, like, all my buddies and stuff, like, going, like, swimming and, like, hanging out and stuff. And I was like, damn, dude, I want to go do that. So, like, one day I was like, I'm going to take off today. So, like, I called in. I was like, hey, man, I don't feel good. I'm not coming in today. So the guy that was in charge, Jeremy, I won't ever forget. My dad worked at a car dealership in town, like for like in the parts house. He went, because there's 4 cell phones and shit. Like I went to the country club, went swimming with my buddy.
Yeah.
And he went to like my dad's work and was like, Josh didn't come in today. He said he was sick. What's wrong with him? He's like, Josh is not sick. He's swimming. He fucking fired me, dude. Fucking fired me. Next
Your
day I
dad
went
was
in.
a snake.
God.
And he
Golly.
fired. I didn't, and he was pissed off too because he was like, "You didn't, tell him that you were doing like, you shouldn't have lied to him."
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think you should have lied to him.
But yeah, I remember like I had to go up there. Like he would not give me like my last check unless I went up there and like confronted him pretty much. And he was a big like bully dude, and I won't never forget that. My dad took me up there and he was like, "You just got to go up and get your fucking money." He was like, "I'm not doing it." And that was like the first time like I had to like do like some man shit, and like I was like, man, fuck this, fuck all this work shit.
Never had a job again.
Burnt me out that quick. I ain't working for the man. But yeah, I remember dude going in and doing that shit, and the power went out one day. I went in and like I guess there was like a storm or something that happened at night, and like we had power at our house, so I went in and like I had noticed like there weren't any lights and shit, so I went in through and I called. And he like blamed it on me like there wasn't any power. I was like, "What the fuck you want me to do?" He's like, "Call a goddamn electric plant board and get them out there. We got to sell these
I've
cars.
never heard of the electric plant board. What are you talking about?
We got to sell these fucking carburetors."
I'm 13 years old.
I'm 13 years old. I haven't even had breakfast yet. I got toaster strudels I'm trying to cook, and I can't do that. But yeah, dude, that shit burnt me out like so fast. Like I
My
kind of
buddy found porn at his dad's house.
Yeah.
And I'm here. All right. Do you think I want to be here right now?
so like I think like that like kind of like was hard on me like when I got older. Like I didn't have a childhood, so I kind of acted out like in my early 20s, kind of in a sense,
Yeah.
like like fuck this shit because I did like grown man's work.
Well, I mean, you continue to do grown man work, like
Yeah.
like with the electric stuff.
Yeah, I know,
you were
but
doing.
like that was like crazy shit. Because like, dude, I would like have to like strip cars down when I wasn't doing shit like that. They're like, "Hey, man, go out there and strip down El Camino."
Oh, you didn't just sit there. You went
No,
out.
dude, I was like, I couldn't just sit there. Like, I had to like do shit, sweep the
He's a
floor.
little greasy shop boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant you were just sitting by this
Well,
phone all
sometimes
day.
I would. Like, I would sometimes, but other times, like, if they were there, like, I had to be fucking toiling away, dude.
Okay.
Like bullshit. Like, I remember one time, like, it was this long, like, a loop driveway that ran around, and, like, it went in one side of the road and the other. Like, all, like, the shit cars that, like, they would just, like, strip, like, in the corner. Well, he's like, go out there and take that door off that Malibu and pull it to this other door. And I was like, all right. So I go out there and take it off, thinking I'm just going to pack it up there, dude. Don't take $1 or nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how much a door weighs on like a 1971
Oh, it's heavy.
Malibu with the window guts
Probably
and everything
like
in
60,
it? Oh,
80
more than that.
Oh, it's heavy.
So I go
boy.
dragging it across the fucking parking lot. I'm pissed off. It's hot. I got just dragging it. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, I'm sure they were
It's a
pissed.
$1,000 door. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, they wouldn't fire me over no shit like that though. But if I take a one day off to be a kid,
Yeah.
yeah, you know,
I
whatever.
let you fib me all day, and I still come pick your ass up every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday,
Yeah.
every motherfucking Tuesday, all the time, all the time, dude.
All the time, and all the time, God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good.
every day,
God is good.
every minute.
The hell was
Anyway,
that?
That's just
That's what they say.
that's my pre-teens into early teenage years.
There you go.
Fun
There's
times.
Josh in a nutshell. The beginning of his problem.
Yeah,
He's a liar.
used to be really bad.
Oh man, I got something that I kind of ran across over the last couple days. It's kind of short and sweet a little bit, and I got a little bit of facts, I guess, that I can throw out.
Factoids.
But there is a new kind of conspiracy about the Great Wall of China.
Oh gosh, is
Um,
that what that movie was about that we watched that you didn't like with the monsters? Remember that?
oh,
Like those crazy. It was like had Matt Damon in it. I think.
oh yeah, that I don't remember what movie that is, but
it's
it's
called
really
The Wall.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Yeah. It's like these crazy demogorgons or some shit after people.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
So before I get into the Great Wall, there's actually hundreds of Chinese pyramids, and only a fraction of them where people are allowed like anywhere around, which is kind of odd. I honestly didn't know that there were pyramids in China until like
I
yesterday
didn't
or
know
whatever.
that either.
Whenever I was looking this up, like there's hundreds of them, and they're only, like I said, a fraction of them, very small fraction, is able to be seen. But that kind of leads into the theory, not even a conspiracy theory, but just a theory that like there is one big race of people, or not race, but just a subset of people that existed that was very, very advanced, because it's the same kind of thing that is in Mexico with the Aztecs.
Bickley of Tepe. What?
Montezuma.
Gobekli Tepe, and I'll touch on that here in just a minute.
Good hot sauce.
And then, of course, the
Tapatio.
ones that are in Egypt or whatever.
Say so.
But they're all made of these big ass blocks that just shouldn't be able to be moved without some kind of something like either it be technology or some other
Machinery,
force.
yeah.
Yeah. So either way, so it's kind of weird that you see these same pyramids, across the world, whatever. But China has went out of their way, and I touched on this probably months ago. But Gobekli Tepe, they planted a bunch of trees on top of it so that it would kind of camouflage it. But it also made it to where they planted these trees that they're rare, so you're not allowed to chop them down. China did the same to a bunch of these pyramids, to where people wouldn't be allowed around them because of like conservation of these trees or whatever. So it's kind of odd. But going into the facts of the Great Wall of China, it is 13,000 miles long, and only a very small amount of it has been restored, and that's what you see in like people's like Instagram stories or
Damn.
pictures and whatnot. So it's like not even, I don't even think it's a mile of it that's been restored that you can actually go to.
Those
And
lazy bastards.
yeah,
Sorry,
I could have
suckers.
done that 2 miles done by myself.
but along that 13,000 miles, there's over 2,000 watchtowers. It took hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of workers over several centuries. I think it started in don't remember, 7th century BC. I don't have even that wrote down, so that might be wrong. But I'm pretty sure
It's a long time ago.
It started in 7th century BC, and it took them several centuries to complete it.
So it's
There's also potentially 30% of the wall that hasn't even been discovered or looked at yet. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but either way. But the one big thing is that the side that goes into China is very easy to climb. They do have like arrow slits like that face out or whatever, so you would shoot
arrow slits, yeah.
But there's a lot of the Great Wall that has arrow slits only on the inside. So there's this big conspiracy that they use this to keep people in and not keep people out, because so the inside, it's very easy to crawl, like to go up and get in, but the other side, like trying to get out, is like straight up and down. Like it's hard. There'd be no way to climb it, really.
Oh, it's too steep.
Yeah, it's too
There's nowhere to
steep.
grab and shit.
So there's a lot of portions of the wall that only have arrow slits facing inside. So there's a thing. People are wondering if it was not necessarily to keep people out, but it was to keep people in.
Like North Korea.
Yeah, that's a lot of area to contain. I mean, that is a.
Well, you're
big
talking about
operation.
13,000 miles. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
big ass area. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a thing where I think it was Alexander the Great. Like, they conquered and explored all of the Asian continent.
Yeah.
And no one ever wrote about the Great Wall.
It's pretty wild.
And he documented.
Did he get that far east?
Documented everything.
Did he get that far east to the wall though?
That's.
It's like,
I mean, this
it's
is
like
just
Mongolia,
west.
right? Or what? Well, he would have went east because he come from Macedonia and Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. What
Oh, I don't know. I'm just throwing some stuff out there that I saw.
but the wall goes like north
Let's
and
see it.
around,
Let's
right?
see it, Josh.
Yeah, well, it doesn't show the wall.
It makes like a really weird.
Yeah, it's like a wild. It's not on here.
Show me the wall.
Maybe I'll
It is kind of on here. Yeah, it
Survey
starts up here,
says-
and it goes around.
put it on the screen.
Yeah,
What time
it's
is
long. It is. We're like
It's long.
35 minutes, 38 minutes.
It's long.
it? Yeah, big old wall. Took several centuries to make.
A lot of stonemasons.
And but yeah, and there's a lot of it that's not really explored. Like I said, there's only
Bless you.
that little bit that like is made for tourists or whatever, but the rest of it's like in disarray. Like it doesn't look good anymore. Like it's in
Shambles.
It's in shambles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rubbled,
yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph got a hold of it.
crumbled, and rumbled.
Yeah. So most of it's not even really a wall anymore. It's just kind of. But they
It's a knee wall.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. Whatever. Has Wes seen it?
Right.
So he
No.
can be on board.
Oh God.
We
You
get
ever,
ready for our ad
Josh-
read here. What's up?
You ever
Nick.
stare into the void, and the void stares back and says, "You look tired, bro."
Shit, that was me last Tuesday. I fell asleep in the shower holding a frozen burrito.
You guys need help.
No, Wes. What we need is DUBBY energy drink.
Oh yeah, I had a sip and suddenly remembered every bad decision I ever made with clarity. But also, I alphabetized my trauma and finished my taxes.
DUBBY isn't just energy. It's like a bolt of caffeine laced purpose straight to your crumbling soul.
No sugar, no crash, just pure, uncut motivation. Uncircumcised motivation, if you will. Like if Adderall had a love child with a lightning bolt.
Damn, I drank DUBBY and cleaned my whole house. Then I realized I don't even own a house. Got a cardboard box.
I had some and dug a bunker in my backyard for what? I don't know, but felt ready.
DUBBY, it's for when your life's a mess, but your brain doesn't have to be.
Whose house was I in? Side effects may include success, existential dread, and finally calling your mom back.
Use promo code FINEBYME at checkout at dubby.gg because therapy is expensive and you've got stuff to do.
10% off, fine by me.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. We just want to thank DUBBY one more time for just giving us a shot.
Do y'all like it pretty good?
I've been drinking drinking the fire out of it.
With clarity.
Probably like 6 scoops.
I
a
dipped
day.
some of my frozen burrito into it last Tuesday, and ate it.
That's wild.
You know.
I mess up the orange dreamsicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite
I
one.
mean, it
like that
tastes just
flavor.
like the old orange
Push-ups.
push-ups.
Yeah.
And those were my favorite.
I'm real sensitive to like something that's like super sweet. So like the orange dreamsicle's not.
That's why he's so sensitive to
We
me.
don't just we stand behind it. We stand behind this product. We don't just
Yeah.
push it. We stand behind it.
Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weekends, we've got a fun little advertisement video for Dubby. I
Oh,
think
yeah?
they
I
should
think we
post
should.
it on all their socials.
You think they will?
Yes.
Depends how much money
it's
it makes
gonna
them.
be- It's going to be fantastic, I'll tell you that.
Do you where has Smith and Smith been in the midst of all this?
Man, Smith & Smith has been in their own legal battles. They're getting sued right now.
By who? The NAACP?
No. The Dominican Republic.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the
whole
DR.
Republic of Dominica is suing Smith & Smith.
the whole island, the whole half of an island.
Yeah.
You know what the other half of the island is, right?
Epstein?
Haiti is the other half of the island.
Well, so what are they getting sued for, Nikki?
If they're
Oh,
attached to
they're-
Haiti.
Yeah, they protected that barbecue fella.
Oh, in Haiti, I
Yeah.
got you. Yeah.
They
People upset about it.
they hid him.
He was a Dominican.
in Dominica
Oh, yeah.
Republic. Yeah, they hid him there in their safe
With
house.
Sammy Sosa and the boys.
Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, he's from the Dominican Republic. I think.
Sammy Sosa
He could be
is
Cuban.
white now.
He is
Yeah.
white now. Sammy
Yeah,
Sosa
yeah.
is now a white man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he looks like it.
He
I couldn't believe
transitioned
it.
into a white man.
That dude was so black too back
The
in the
black. Hey. Whatever he did.
day. That's wild.
Remember how he used to hit the ball and he would jump like 6 big leaps in the
Yeah.
air sideways?
I did not remember
He'd
that.
put his feet together and do some kind of wild ass plie as the ball was traveling 500 feet.
Oh, I remember that. Okay, yeah. I
The
remember
steroid, the 1999 home run race was prime peak baseball.
Yeah.
Was it record ended up being 151?
For a season?
Yeah.
No, it's 73 by Barry Bonds.
Oh.
But this was after. That year it was 62. It was 61 was Roger Maris's record. So
Maybe I'm
62.
Maybe I'm thinking of liquor.
So that year you had Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, and also King Griffey Jr. on their tails. There was 3 people fighting for it. And then
Yeah,
after the
say it.
All-Star break, King Griffey Jr. kind of fell off a little bit.
I was gonna say Sosa and McGuire. Was
They were the neck and
everybody.
neck. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like every game, dude. It was.
Didn't Mark McGuire get it when he was playing
Yeah.
Sammy Sosa?
Yeah, it was
the
it was at
poetry of
Wrigley.
baseball.
I love
you
baseball.
really can't make
The
that
stories,
stuff up
dude.
Like that.
Bring
Yeah.
it back. Let some crazy guy.
Dude, think how good the steroid era was. You had pitchers like Roger Clemens throwing the ball 100 miles an hour every inning.
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
You had Barry Bonds hitting the ball 5,000 feet. Jose Canseco just out there just choking people out in the outfield.
I loved Jose
Dude,
Canseco.
man.
I was a big Ichiro guy too.
Ichiro,
'cause
he
I was
didn't do
kind of
roids, I
a
don't
smaller
think.
kid.
Yeah,
And
fast.
Ichiro kind of looked kind of frail compared to a lot of those
Dude.
guys. I know he was a stud.
Pure hit,
I
yeah,
know he was a
stud.
but he was kind of a skinnier player, and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was he wasn't like a big muscled up guy, but he still produced. But yeah, dude, that was peak baseball. I don't think anything else has matched anything in sports in a while
I know, my
compared to
dad
that.
got me a book that was like all it was about the back and forth between Sosa and McGuire.
It was a magical summer, man. It was really cool. This another spinoff of sports. We got the Kentucky Derby this weekend.
Oh, do we?
Yeah,
I always forget when that is.
the run
'Cause,
for the roses.
I mean, it's funny. Like it's like living like down in Nashville, and
It is the
and
151st.
most people down there aren't really from Nashville. They're from like all sorts of different places, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Kentucky Derby."
Yeah, I've
And
never
I'm-
been.
And I'm like, I ain't never been to that. I ain't rich.
I bet Nick's been.
I've never been to the actual race, but I always celebrate. We've been going all out like the last 3 or 4 years, going to my buddy Sam's for a big party, getting all dressed up and all that good
Always a
stuff.
theme out
But
there.
4 or 5 years ago, I was on vacation somewhere watching the race at a bar with just some random Midwestern dude. Like I feel like I was at the beach somewhere when they reversed the finish because they said the jockey that won like pushed off of his competitor's
Oh,
horse.
yeah.
Or like made his horse bump him or something, and they fucking flip flopped it like 5 minutes after the race. And me and this
I remember
random
that.
Midwestern dude were like, "What the fuck is happening?" I was like, "I think they reversed it." Dude, it was the biggest. Our minds were blown.
Like you were just in it.
Yeah, it's like you can't. There's bumping in horse racing. All right, dude.
Rubens racing, like Dale Earnhardt out there on the horse.
Yeah. You tell now I gotta wear these masks, and now you can't bump in horse racing. Where's this world going to?
I was gonna say my aunt
To
and
hell.
uncle do a big party every year. I used to go to one with my ex, like her dad and stepmom used to do one every year. I just don't really care about it.
I like to watch the 2-minute race, but the leading up to it, it just involves all the shit I can't do anymore, like the drinking and all that good time.
Yeah.
So I just kind of don't do none of that.
Well, I mean, it's just I don't know. It's
I remove myself from situations to where I want to be like, hey, I would love a fucking mint julep or 6.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, mint juleps aren't good, anyways.
I like mint
No,
juleps.
they're terrible.
I like them, but I like mint.
The only thing I like mint. No, I bear. Yeah, I'll take a big chaw of some grizzly mint.
Yeah,
Yeah, some Copenhagen mint.
right.
That's a little bit
Sometimes that's
different.
nice.
Maybe
That's a
some
little bit
mint
different.
toothpaste to brush your teeth.
No, I mean I love mint in other
I don't
ways.
like mint in a drink. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, mint juleps garbo.
Yeah, teach their own, you know.
Teach their own.
Teach their own.
You know what?
My favorite part of it was the bourbon, you know.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
You know what? Today I was watching a like a reel and it said doing glitter for a customer and like it was going all down this thing and I was like, is this a vase? Like what is going on here? And it ended up being a prosthetic leg.
Oh yeah, they dip it or something. Yeah.
I did not know
I just ordered a new one, and I can get like an American flag, or you can do like different stuff,
Yeah.
but it's
Let's
extra.
hydro dip it.
It's extra monies, so I just don't know.
Well, that's pretty much so. So this dude hydro dipped it. And I was like, okay, that's cool, but what the heck is this?
Mm-hmm.
And then like he did some kind of glitter thing. Obviously, it was for a chick, I'm assuming. But like did some kind of glitter thing to
or
it.
kid, maybe, or kid. It could be
James
for a
It
kid.
Charles.
was pretty big. It was big.
Yeah.
Or maybe James Charles.
Dude, speaking of
James?
prosthetic, we went to see Stavi Friday night at the
Yeah.
Ryman.
Oh
So,
shit! Yeah, how was that?
awesome. So I'll get to that. But the parking garage where we parked at, it was close, but like it's downhill going to the Ryman
Yeah.
on that street and uphill going back. Well, with my leg, dude, hills are a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So like it's packed, dude. We're probably there like we get there probably 20 minutes before the show starts. So it's chaos around through there. It's Friday night in downtown Nashville. So I get down like we're like one crosswalk away from crossing over to get into the theater. This black guy that is obviously a street person comes
Yeah.
up to me. I'm stopped at the crosswalk. Man, I appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you so much. And I was like, what's up? He goes, they may not love you, but I fucking love you, dog. And he hit his chest like that. And he's like, Army Rangers, what's up? And he just kept on walking. I was like, oh, here we go again. That's every time. Because I wore my G-Shock watch. And you know, because I looked like I could probably be military. I
Yeah,
guess,
you could be a
every time.
veteran.
Yeah. So finally, I think nothing of that, whatever. So we get in, go to the show. So during the show, they tell us like, you know, obviously it's a comedy show, and if anybody's ever been to a comedy show, usually they take your phones.
Yeah.
So it was cool they let us keep our phones. They had signs everywhere, don't record. So Stavi gets up there and he's like, I don't care if you take some pictures, just do not be recording. So about halfway through the show, you could tell he was watching this guy in the front because he kept like looking over, but he wouldn't say anything. But after he got done with one bit, he stops the whole show and he says, turn on the house lights. And they flip the house. Dude, it's bright as shit in there. He goes, you piece of shit. He goes, you be recording my shit? And that guy's like, I just got one. He's like, is that your buddy right there beside you? And his guy goes like, yeah. He goes, make sure that piece of shit deletes that off his phone, and I'll get you a blowjob, pro bono, no homo. And he says, or a T-shirt or something, and like the crowd, whatever. But yeah, he like stopped the whole show, and like the people from, I guess like security come down, and like I guess they were gonna get that guy out of there. But like, he stopped him. He's like, no, he's fine. He's like, just make sure he doesn't do it again or whatever. He's like, I'll be watching him. I thought it was cool he didn't kick him out.
Yeah.
So, but the woman in front of us, there was like 3 girls that sat in front of us, and he always does crowd work at the end where he was going around like talking about shit, and he's like, he gets on this bit about being an IVF baby, and he's like, can you believe that I was made in a lab and this is the best shit they could come up with? He's like, I'm 5'8", 300 pounds with a 5-inch dick. He's like, this is the best they could do. And he's like, so he said, do we have anybody else in here that's IVF? And like the girls in front of us hammered, dude. They're like, man, we're over here. They're screaming and shit. So he finally looks over. There's a dude in front of them, like he's trying to talk to you, but they're just yelling over it. Finally tells him to shut the fuck up. He's like, y'all just shut up. So she's like, I have a gay dad. He's like, oh, wait a minute. And he skips that guy and goes to her. So she goes telling this story that her dad was in the Air Force and her mom were married for 20 years. The whole time he had a relationship with this guy that he was in the Air Force with. But back then it was like don't ask, don't tell in the military. Yeah. So they had no idea. Like her dad was like always like super manly or whatever. So when I guess she got in high school or something, like his dad couldn't take it. Her dad couldn't take it anymore and just had to come out. So divorced her mom. So then he married the guy that he was seeing while he was with her. Yeah. Got married. So she said that dude was like a douchebag. Like he was like super like manly too. So it was like two manly ass dads. So then they got divorced because he was cheating on him with some other fucking dude. Then she married. So she had three dads. She had a dad, two stepdads, and a mom. And it was just the wildest story, dude.
Good God.
Yeah.
She's gotta go to the old stepdad's fucking Christmas.
And like they were close. She said too. She's like they were close because like he was like cool and like he ended up like splitting off.
There's got to be so much material there. She should be a comedian.
Yeah, dude. And she's an IVF baby too, like with a twin that like all sorts. She had all sorts of shit going on.
I was gonna say there's so much material there.
She was at the right show, that's for sure.
We were talking about. Josh pulled a good bit out of the drive over here. There's a guy that sold all of the topsoil out of his yard a few years ago.
Yard looks like shit, dude.
And now it's just rock and red plate. Like,
in front of this beautiful house.
No grass, nothing. He sold all the good brown topsoil dirt.
Was he trying to get out of debt?
I asked Nick, I said, why did he sell his dirt? And he's like, yes, he needed money. And I was like, could you imagine like having to sell your soil like underneath you?
Yeah, Josh was like, I ain't using it. You got to go ahead, come get it.
Come get it. That's less shit I got to mow. You know what I mean? Come get it. I ain't using that grass.
Topsoil and grass is what keeps like all of your
erosion
from eroding away. So the road there,
it's on a hillside too.
For like
dude.
6 months, that road was just covered in mud. Finally, the county was like, "If you don't fix something, like we're gonna make you pay $300.
We're gonna make you haul topsoil in here and put it back down."
Yeah. He's got to pay like $40 a load more.
Yeah.
When he buys it back.
Oh man, that's the wild.
It is a wild thing to do. Yeah. It's a pretty house.
Yeah. They're going to sell your damn yard.
Oh, so back to prostate. So we leave. So we get out of there, dude. It's chaos, you know. So I'm heading back up. Well, dude, there's cars. You know how downtown Nashville, people just fucking parked over crosswalks, bumper to bumper. People don't know how to drive. So, like, everybody's, like, really cool to a person with prostate leg. They really are. Like, everybody's like, hey, man, you need help. Like, all these dudes getting out of, like, you know, cool as hell. So we get back to the same crosswalk heading back up. So we go to cross the road where there's this car that pulls up, and it was this guy. He had parked in the middle, and he goes to back up and about hits me. Well, this guy behind me, this big dude, like pushes me out of the way, and he hits that dude's trunk with his fist. He said, "Hey, there's a veteran fucking walking here." I said, "We gotta get the fuck out of here." I said, "We gotta go." There's a veteran here, you piece of shit. I just looked back and I just kept on walking. I just humped it up there. I humped it up the hill, dude. I said, we gotta go. Everybody's drunk but me. You know, I'm like, God.
Man, if you had a 3-legged German Shepherd, people would. You could get anything.
I wouldn't pay for nothing. I wouldn't pay for nothing.
Anything you want.
But yeah, there's a veteran here. Damn it.
I was about to say I can kind of relate to you a little bit. Like whenever I was hobbling around on like my broken ankle and stuff, people would like hold open doors.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Like all of this stuff. But no, I never got called a veteran.
That's what I was like, dude, twice in like 3-hour period.
Yeah.
Chrissy, she's like, you should just go with it. I said, well, I don't say nothing. I mean, it's awkward, just like, because you know, like I'm never gonna see that person again.
I mean, it's like. whenever somebody says that, and you're
like you
just there's
assume.
like you have to like
It's a
there's
whole deal.
story,
Yes.
and like you can't.
Well, what
be-
happened to your leg, bud? And
Yeah.
oh man, then they feel sorry for me for that. I'm like, God, here we go.
Yeah.
But I just let it go because
I
he
was
didn't
gonna
have my
say
back.
you just got to move on. I
He
think.
protected a
Where do you
veteran.
start with that? Where do you start with that? Well, my wife left me in 2016.
My grandmother died in 2014. Then my wife left me in 2015. Then my dad died. And then I started drinking a lot. And then I lost my leg. Anyway, so I told Christy, I said, that dude thinks that he helped a veteran tonight. He went home. He's like, you know what?
Yeah, good
helped that
deed.
dude.
Honestly, it's still a good deed. You're helping somebody that's disabled.
He did about hit me though, dude. I couldn't get out of the way. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like he was backing up. It was like a Hyundai Sonata. He was backing up because he was in the intersection.
Yeah.
And he was backing up, and he was probably panicking. I mean, people everywhere.
I think somebody like that. I think somebody like that would have helped you regardless, being a veteran or
Right,
not.
but they were already helping me up they were trying to like pack me up the hill, dude.
Yeah.
People were. Yeah.
I'll tell this into the goons. Library, look up library parking in Nashville if you ever need to go to Bridgestone or Ryman or anything like that, because it's $10 every time. It never costs more than $10 to park in there.
Hey, we parked up there at the courthouse in that parking garage.
It's my
That's
walking though,
free.
dude. I look for I'll pay the extra $15-$20, if I can be right there at it.
Oh, I mean the library parking that I'm talking about might be a block
Okay.
away from the Ryman. It's obviously right there next to
Oh, it's on the
Bridgestone.
backside. I think I've seen it whenever we come.
You get you one of them lime scooters.
Yeah, I don't know
You
exactly.
and Chrissy look
A scooter
good
would
sharing
be
a
sick,
lime
dude.
together.
But yeah. Goons, keep that a secret.
Keep it a secret. That's a
Yeah.
Live,
that's,
I mean,
that's
live,
inside baseball.
library is. I mean, there's two different parking garages, and
what
both of
happens
them,
in the library stays in the library.
both of them are only $10.
10 bones.
$10. If you park anywhere else, like in the vicinity of downtown Nashville, you're gonna pay $40.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, hell, we went like Saturday, and my little girl, she had a dance competition at Opry Land Hotel. We had to pay $15 every 4 hours. We were there from 10 o'clock in the morning to like 11 o'clock at
Oh,
night.
tell him about this, daggum. Oh my gosh.
Well, what?
Your day at the dance
Oh, the
competition.
dance thing?
Jeez Louise.
So we get there, and it's at Gaylord Opryland Hotel, like where they have ice.
Yeah.
So like it's right in the middle of where Opryland Hotel's at and Opry Mills. So like there's like
Okay.
nothing close to that. Like you're there. So we get there, and I'm like, man, there's gonna be like there's usually like concessions and shit. It's like pretty much like a chick sporting event. It's a huge dance competition.
Yeah.
So we get there, dude, and like it's packed, and there's maybe 20 dads there and like 5,000 women.
Yeah.
So it's crazy anyway. So I walk in there, dude, and I look
Whole
around.
lot of estrogen.
Huh?
Whole lot of estrogen.
Yeah, and
around.
all there is a merchandise table with
bunch
like
of them probably synced up and mad.
oh, dude, t-shirts and shit. No concessions, no drink machines, no. They had a water fountain, and all they had was bathrooms and like changing rooms. There was nothing else there.
That's
So like,
wild.
we sat there all day without any food because like her dances were like timed out to like they're like an hour and a half apart.
Yeah.
So like you would go do a dance and then she'd have to change and get ready pretty much for the next one. So you couldn't leave and all that shit. So about halfway through, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get up and walk around. So we go to the merch table because we had to get a program to keep up with this shit. So like this dude's like, I love your mustache, and I'm like, thanks, man. Obviously he's a gay fella, but whatever. He wasn't like flamboyant,
Yeah.
He was like and Christy was with me, thank God. And she's like, yeah, he did have this little beard. She called it a little beard. She said he had this little beard, and he cut it off the other night. He goes, like a little beard or a big beard? And I was like, oh yeah, this guy's. And he's like, he's like, it looks great. And I'm like,
He's
this
looking
dude.
to jump in.
So he's like, I was like,
My radar's going
yeah.
off.
So he's like, he's like, programs are $15, and I was like, all right. And I was like, well, I want to get her a T-shirt
You have
too
to pay $15
for a program.
Yeah, for a
Program.
and
Listen, it
your
gets
child is in
gets
this.
They
better.
got to pay for the tickets to get into
It
the
gets
something.
better, buddy.
What?
You got to pay to be in the competition. It gets better. So then he's
You gotta buy
like,
You got to
outfits.
pay to get in the competition, and you still have to pay for programs and tickets.
everything, dude. And there's not even concessions there. And so,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
They could have made $200 more
They could have made
off of John.
$1,000 off me for a Coke that day. I was ready to die. So
He was there from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
solid, dude. We left at like 7 o'clock to go to Opry Mills to eat at Chewy's and rush back. Like that's all we did. So anyway, he's like, we got T-shirts. He said, "I'll tell you what." He goes, "You buy a program, I'll cut you a deal, T-shirt and program for $40." I'm like, "All right." So I give him $40. He's a T-shirt. So I don't think nothing of it. I go use the bathroom. I look over, T-shirts $25 dude. He sold me full price, 25 plus 15. I'm like, I'll be damn, dude. That's this motherfucker rizzed me up on my mustache and oversold me shit.
So he didn't even think you were cute or anything. He just
sold
he
me.
just
No,
tried
he
to
didn't think Josh was
Motherfucker's
cute.
a salesman.
he just tried to sell you something.
Salesman. That's why I told Chris, yes, this motherfucker got me. She's like, just don't think nothing. I
Hook, line, and
That's why we
sinker.
don't trust these people,
I
Christy.
fumed for like an hour. I was like, dude. She's like, just let it go. I was like,
Hook,
man.
line, and
He made me
sinker.
feel good for a minute. I was like, damn, dude, I got hit on by a gay dude. It's pretty tight. It's pretty fucking cool. At almost 40 years old, that's sick. You know, that's pretty
Oh
good
my
shit.
god!
But yeah, so we did that, and we finally get done, dude, that night. So like every 4 hours, we had to go out. So this woman, dude, like Christy had to go out and like repay the park and move the car or something. So like this woman had been bumping into my leg like all day, dude. This older woman, and so finally Christy goes to the car, and I'm like, you know what? So she comes back around because I would never would have been able to say nothing in front of Christy because she wouldn't let me. She gets
Yeah.
secondhand embarrassment bad, and she would also gave me a talking to about it. So she hits my leg again, dude. Like it's sitting like I had purposely scoot my chair back. It's like banquet style seating. So like
Yeah.
I scoot my chair back. She comes through, hits my leg again. Don't say shit. And I'm like, hey, I'm sitting here. That's what I told her. I said, hey, I'm sitting here. I've been sitting here all day. I said, you've hit my leg 4 times. I said, you could have went through this other chair. So then, like, her brother or somebody gets there. He's wearing, like, a quilt jacket. Like, it looks like a tablecloth.
What?
Yeah. He's, like, the guy that hit on me. That was one of
Okay.
those. So I was like, dude, I was fumed
That's
up.
probably a +1.
I was fumed up, dude. But anyway, she did really good. So it's all about my daughter,
Yeah.
obviously. But
That's good.
it's a long day.
What'd that lady say to you after you
Nothing.
said,
She got up. She wouldn't make eye contact. They left.
I'm a veteran?
He said he. I'm a veteran, damn it.
I kept looking over, like, 'cause, like, dude, my facial expressions, I can't help it, dude. I kept like looking over, like, wanting her to
He
look.
was trying to bait her.
I was trying to bait her, dude,
dude.
but she would not look. Dude. I was like, I want her fucking.
Got my leg taken off by a damn grenade.
I was like, let her brother say something. I didn't say just brother.
Give me your attention.
I said, let her brother say something.
Yeah. You really gonna beat up a cripple?
I was ready to snap, dude. I hadn't had any caffeine all day. I was
Oh, probably had a
flipping out,
headache,
dude.
and you probably all synced up with everybody else around you
Dude.
too.
Oh,
so-
dude, I was overstimulated anyway. Like I was telling Nick, I started thyroid medication last week. I cried this morning. I weeped this morning for like 10 minutes.
What about?
Nothing. I just felt like crying, dude.
Hell
All my
yeah.
hormones are all fucked up. So I don't know. But I'm getting over it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But it felt good.
It did feel good. I hadn't cried since like probably rehab. You know what I mean? That's been a minute.
Dang.
It's been a grip.
That's been a long time. That's been like
That's
5
been 4 years.
4
It's been
years
four.
ago.
It'll be
4?
5 in February.
You
Yeah.
grease the wheels.
Dude, it did feel good, but I just felt like this thing, and like I don't know, man. It just hit me, and I was fine.
That's wild.
I laughed. I went from like I felt like the Joker. I went crying to laugh.
Have y'all? Speaking of the Joker, have either of y'all watched Joker 2?
No,
No.
with Lady Gaga.
Yeah. You know Tim Dillon's in it.
Yeah, I knew he was in it. He said not to fucking watch it on Joe Rogan that time. It was terrible. He said, "Don't watch it. It's terrible."
What was he?
I don't know. I haven't seen it either.
It's on HBO Max.
He
Just
told me
check it
not to
out.
watch it, so I'm not
I
going to.
usually listen to the internet. Whenever they tell me we're boycotting something, I boycott it.
Yeah.
Like that Rachel Ziegler Snow White
Oh,
is
yeah.
the worst rated movie on
Oh, yeah.
IMDb.
Have y'all
ever.
been watching anything besides Last of Us? No spoilers.
I actually haven't even. Somebody in the comments, I don't
Logan.
remember who it was, said to not to don't
Not
say any
talk about it.
spoilers, and we won't. I actually haven't even seen the one that today's
This week.
Tuesday, and I still haven't watched this
I
week's.
watched it. There's a bunch of people on the internet.
I thought you were still in season 1.
He got called
No,
up.
I'm caught up.
He
Oh, okay.
binged.
Okay.
But there's a bunch of people on the internet that are making memes about
Bella Ramsey.
Yeah, Bella Ramsey. Like she should play the next Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, that's
She
the.
got this huge.
I know who you're
Yeah.
talking about.
there's this one.
Fuck,
There's
dude.
this one guy.
Looks like American Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this one guy. He was pretending to be Pedro Pascal, Joel, and he was like, "She's immune, Tommy. She's immune." And they look back, and it's him again in a wig with the small face filter, and just like, wow, it's so funny, dude. But somebody else
I
made
didn't
a
watch
meme.
the first season.
Somebody else made a meme. there's another girl her age that comes into it that's actually really, really pretty.
Yeah, and she looks more like the game version of what's her name? What's the name?
Ellie.
Ellie. Yeah, she looks more like the game version of Ellie than Bella Ramsey does.
But
in my
somebody
opinion.
said Harvey Weinstein would have never let this fly.
Dude.
Yeah.
So apparently, dude, Harvey Weinstein didn't even have like a dick. Have y'all heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some kind of situation with it.
So he would just like eat chicks out, like that was his thing.
No,
Like,
No, he was still.
He would blow up a balloon and it would give him an erection.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah. And it was
It was
like,
some kind of infection that he got that like ate his dick off or
Yeah,
something.
I don't remember.
and he had like a tube in it that he had to pee through.
God, dude.
And like he was forcing
Well,
it.
serves him fucking right, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. Candace Owens is actually going to bat for him now and
Oh,
saying like
gosh.
a lot of these people that like there's no evidence of a lot of this.
Did you see
a lot
all
of
the
this stuff that
all the
happened.
Oscars that come out of Harvey Weinstein's company?
Yeah.
Lots.
Oh, I
lots
know.
and lots. Lots of good movies. Every Quentin Tarantino.
I mean, we
movie's
really haven't
lots of-
had a good movie since he went
That's
in
true,
prison.
dude. I think that there
I mean, there's
are,
been a few A24s.
A24's has a couple hitters.
A24's had some pretty good hitters, and I'm sure the Coen brothers have too, and
I want to see
Wes
Sinners.
Anderson's had some good ones as well, but they're all like strange, kind of weird
independent movies.
Yeah,
I want to see
they're
Sinners.
not blockbuster movies like Weinstein puts out.
There's two movies I want to see right now.
I don't
Sinners,
like Jews, but Weinstein
Yeah.
makes good movies.
and then that movie with Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd, Friendship or whatever. It comes out May 23rd or something. It's A24.
Yeah, and then there's A24 has one come out called like it's about wrestling.
Yeah, with The Rock. It's a
Yeah.
UFC movie.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the no, I think it's a wrestling movie.
Oh, I thought it was UFC. Or like,
it's like
the
slam.
first Ultimate Fighting.
It's like slamming something.
yeah,
Slam.
Hammer Fist or something. It's some
Yeah,
kind of
I don't
weird-
remember. Somebody just sent that to me today. So
Yeah.
I don't-
Slammer Fist?
Maybe so.
yeah.
Something like that.
But even The Rock in it, Dwayne Johnson does not. He doesn't. He's almost.
They say he might win an Oscar for this movie.
He's almost unrecognizable
Yeah,
in the
he
trailer
does.
that I
What's he look
saw.
like?
like a fighter, a UFC fighter.
Well, he's the big thing that makes him unrecognizable is he's got hair
and his
in the
jaw
movie.
line's weird too. It's like more squared off.
Yeah.
Like more like somebody's got punched in the face a lot. Deeper set eye sockets.
Yeah.
You know.
And he's not the main character of it either. He's just
Lucas Phillips.
he might be
There's another-
he might be the antagonist in the movie.
Scary movie, A24 movie called Weapons, and it's this teacher, the girl that plays Ruth in Ozark, the blonde hair.
Yeah.
She's a teacher and like elementary school, and her class disappears, like just her class, like these students in the middle of the night. Like they just take off in their house and walk in the woods, and it's called Weapons. So like it's got Josh Brolin in it too, and he's like a parent of one of these girls that went missing, and they like what I seen, it was like these kids are pretty much like fucking possessed or something.
Like Children of the Corn.
Yeah, like they go into the woods, I guess, instead of the cornfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Somebody sent me that as well, but I didn't watch the trailer for it because mainly there was a kid sitting at one of those like the desks. with
Yes.
that sets up, and he had like it looked,
Red eyes
It
or
looked
some
too
shit.
creepy for me, and I
Yeah.
just like I'm
That's
not.
what- yeah.
I'm not doing
Yeah,
this
I like
right
to
now.
stay away from the dark arts.
Yeah. I like this movie. It's pretty wild.
That movie with The Rock is called The Smashing Machine.
Smashing Machine. Yeah, it was
Okay.
something wild.
Yeah.
There's also a movie coming out too about like a unicorn. Like Paul Rudd hits a unicorn, or like takes like a unicorn's kid, like a baby unicorn, and the unicorn mom comes after him. It's an A24 movie too. It's like a scary movie.
Haven't
It's like
seen
the
that.
unicorn's got like fucking sharp teeth, and like look up unicorn Paul Rudd movie.
While we'll plug another movie, Bus Boys.
What's that one? Oh, with Theo and Spade.
Theo, Tim Dillon, David Spade.
When's it come out?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it. I've seen like them. I saw it was probably 2 or 3 months ago that I saw them posting pictures of them on the set.
Yeah, I did see some of those, like at a
but,
table, like in a restaurant.
I think there's a lot of comedians in it. I think Chrissy D, Krista Stefano's in it. Either way, there's a bunch of people in it. Shane may even be in it for all I know.
Nick still hadn't seen Stabby's movie on Hulu. Let's start a
you
cult.
gotta
It's
watch
pretty
that.
funny.
Well, I don't think I've had Hulu for a
What's
few
it called?
months.
Let's start a
Let's
cult.
start a cult. It's a pretty good little
Yeah.
movie. It's funny.
Yeah, it's
retarded.
good
Like it's like
for independent stuff.
early 2000. Just make a comedy movie.
Yeah.
you
I
know?
think I can go through Disney to get to Hulu.
You can.
though.
It's all
Yeah.
patched
So I'll
together.
go on Disney And this is not an advertisement for streaming services.
No. We just want you to listen to support comedy.
Yeah, Stavi's movie's good. I like it.
As
Yeah.
a matter of fact, cancel all of your streaming services.
And just
watch Fine By Me podcast. There's like 100 videos on YouTube now, and the videos that aren't on there, there's probably 20 audio podcasts you can listen to that are on Spotify.
Go ahead and do that and like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, comment, and let us know what you think about the Dine By Me concept.
Yeah.
Any recipes you like to see, dude, throw it out there. I'm not making beef Wellington.
Yeah.
So.
And we will use Dubby in every recipe.
You make Kool-Aid, put Dubby in it. You make sweet tea, put Dubby in it.
Basting the turkey,
Put
Dubby.
Marinate your pork loin, Dubby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dubby.gg.
10%
orange
Fine By
cream
Me.
pork might be all right.
That would be, I've marinated pork loin in orange juice. So I'm
I
sure
was gonna say I've done some stuff.
citrus
Make
breaks
sure-
down pork
yeah.
really good.
Make some orange chicken and
Oh,
use the orange
sounds
cream
good.
powder.
I'm hungry. Anything else going on? You got any shows coming
That
up?
caterpillar on your face looks hungry.
I'm going to see Theo on Saturday.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, going to see Theo with
That'd
a
be
couple
sick.
buddies down there on Saturday.
that'd be awesome.
It's at Bridgestone, so it is what it is. But I got pretty good tickets. I'm down on the floor level. I don't
That'd be
have
fun.
anything. I think that's my last thing I have tickets for this year so far.
I want to go see maybe this fall. There will be. Will Ari Shaffir come around again, or did he?
He just came a couple months ago.
Okay, I'd like to see him.
Killers of Kill Tony's going to be down there in September, October.
That might be a good
I
one
think.
to go to.
Yeah, I would. I really want to go see that. I haven't bought tickets
I like
or
to see if
anything yet.
Dave Attell comes around again. I like to catch him.
Yeah, I know. Every time he comes around, it always seems like a bad time for me.
Colin.
Same with Big J Okerson. I love Big J Okerson, but every time he comes around, I'm like, there's too much going on for me to carve out time to go do it.
I think out of all the comedians, I think you and Big J would be the best of friends.
Yeah.
Of all of them.
Oh,
I think
me
y'all
and
would
Big
get along the
me and
best.
Big J would be big buds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wes
Wes likes a rough crowd.
He does
Yeah.
Legion of Skanks crowd.
Yeah.
Louis
Yeah.
Gomez.
Yeah.
Well, Big J, he started up doing black crowds. Like he only did black clubs for a long, long time. And I just heard this story from him recently. I am pretty sure it was Kevin Hart that used to bring him along.
Mark Normand or Kevin Hart?
No, Kevin Hart.
Real Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart used. Yeah. No, yeah. Real.
No,
The
it's not
real
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart used to bring Big J along with him.
Oh, that's cool.
To open
Do black rooms?
Yeah, to do black rooms. And there was a college that they went to, and Big J opened for them. I think it was. like a HBCU. but it was
Jacksonville
like,
State?
But it was upstate New York. But it was like a Catholic school. It was a Christian school or something. And Kevin Hart told Jay, he was like, "You've got to be clean for this." And he went up there and started talking about jacking off and coming and
Hell
everything
yeah,
like
dude.
that. And he was like, "I didn't cuss. I didn't say God once." Like, but like some dude dressed like the Pope came up and was like, "You got to get out of here."
You got, dude, the Cardinals, and you got to go.
Is that Martin Luther King Jr.?
You say Wes would get along good with B.J. Ogerson. You know who I think you get along good with? Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney.
Oh,
man,
man.
I've wined and dined some of those old perverted men quite a bit. Like
I bet you have.
I'm good at.
And 69.
when you-
What?
Like there's old men with money, and you just have to be like, oh God,
You've really dug a hole here.
yeah. And this
What do you
has
gotta do
been
to 'em?
Fine by me.
Adios.
Adios. Take it easy.
See ya.
Like and subscribe. Love y'all.